What is up, Oak Park students? You've got Chris and Christian here tonight for our Wednesday night meetup. I'm excited to be here. Pastor Stewart is taking the night off.
Slacker.
Just spending time with his family, and that's as a family man. I live by myself as a family man. I get it. I understand. So you've got the second best. You've got Chris and Christian here. So we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah, we are. And you made me look extremely bad because I took a hit at Stewart and you immediately built him up. So I guess I'm the bad guy. That'd be all right.
No.
Thanks,
Hey,
Chris.
listen. If you're watching right now, and I'm not sure who's watching, I can't see right now. If you're watching, make sure to like and share the live stream. We've got some good things popping off tonight. We're just gonna sit here, kind of chat and interact with you, and we've got some questions and some cool little virtual games because it's kind of hard to play games online, and so we've got some cool things that's going to happen. But for that to happen, we need you to like and share the live stream, comment as well. Let's just have fun with tonight. We won't be long. We won't be long at all. And we're gonna talk through some things, talk about some things, and then Christian's gonna share a short little devo, and it's just gonna be a fun night, just sitting and talking with you guys. So we've got some announcements. First of all, so next Wednesday, yes, the 28th, we are doing the Family Fun Night. That is over in Seaward Farms, and it's $5 per person. I'm excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
I was talking to somebody today about it, and I was super excited about doing it. And if you to register, I need you to go to opcmobile.org/fun, and there you can register, you can sign up, you can pay, and so the entire process is going to be right there. It's going to be a fun night. You're not going to want to miss it, and this is going to take place of our usual, trunk or treat fall festival that we do, and it's going to be on the next Wednesday, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. What do you say, Christian? Yeah, awesome. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And then on the 1st of November, we are having a bonfire. Now, listen, I was at, we did a bonfire last year for youth and for young adults, and the bakers know how to do bonfires. Like, I'm talking, this one was like 60-foot flames. It's incredible. What are you laughing at, Christian? What's so funny?
Stewart's comment on the live stream. He said, y'all are like half my age and have better beards than me. Wait, I don't have a beard.
He doesn't have a beard. He wishes he can't grow a beard.
Can't grow a beard.
Beard club, yeah. But yeah, so the bonfire is going to be at Brother Bill and Sister Terry Baker's house. We're going to have games, food, and when we say a huge bonfire, we mean a huge bonfire. I'm talking huge.
Like you might not if you get too close.
You know what I mean, Bean? Huge bonfire.
So, like as close as hell as you want to get. You know what I mean?
It's going to be.
That's what it's going to be like.
It's going to be great. I can't wait. And then a few days later, on the 4th, we're having a community youth service. We've got 6 or 7 different church youth groups in the area that are going to become part of this service. It's going to be the 4th in our building, in our youth room, and we've got Pastor Joel Talley. It's going to be there, and it's going to be a great time. You're not going to want to miss it. I mean, I'm excited for it. I love Pastor Joel. Known him for a while, and it's going to be a great time. But the last thing, and this is something that we talked about today, me and Stuart and Christian and some other people, and it's going to be something, and when I can't stress this enough, it's going to be so cool. So I need some dramatic, just
a pause.
You're not ready. So you know how we do these Wednesday night meetups every Wednesday, but since we're going back to Wednesday night service, we can't do those anymore. So we talked it out with some people, and by people I mean gamers. Now listen, next Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Monday, next Tuesday, we are going to do
They're not ready for this announcement.
Tuesday.
They're not ready for this.
Tuesday, baby. Now listen, when I say Tuesday, I mean Tuesday, not Monday, not Wednesday, not Sunday, not Thursday, not Friday, but Tuesday, baby. Tuesday, we are doing a OPC students Fortnite live stream. Fork and Knife Fortnite. It's gonna be. Y'all, we're not ready. Listen, we've got all the stuff coming. We're gonna you're gonna be able to see our faces, our gameplay. You're gonna be able to hear us. It's gonna be. Y'all aren't ready. We're gonna crank some 90s or whatever the kids say. I don't even play Fortnite. It's gonna be awesome. I know. I know we've got some comments here. Brandon is gonna be playing. Stuart's gonna be playing. Y'all aren't ready. Fortnite. It's gonna go down. Now listen. We know that there are some avid gamers in the OPC Students Clan. I can name a few right now. Now, listen, if you would like to play with us, comment down below. Say, hey, my name is Blake, and I want to play. And listen, we'll send you the invites. We'll do everything we got to do. Look, Grayson's already going to play right there. I knew he was going to be the first one.
Yes, sir.
Brandon said Fortnite is life. Y'all want to know somebody who plays Fortnite a lot? Brandon Morgan. Brandon Morgan plays Fortnite so much.
Hey, we need to get Kevin in on this.
Yo, Kevin.
We need to get Kevin on this.
There's so many people who play. It's going to be a fun night. I can't wait
Rock
for
plays
it.
too, right?
Rock plays. There's so many people that want to play. But listen, though, if you want to play, comment down below that you want to play, and we'll make a list. We'll send you an invite. It's going to be a great time. And
Sarah says she can Fortnite dance.
Oh, Sarah can Fortnite dance?
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that.
Yeah, listen, I can't dance. Never have, never want to. I just can't dance. But it's gonna be a fun night. But listen, I know that's a lot of stuff to remember. But it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna push out on all social medias about what's coming up, what's gonna happen, where at, what time, the whole shebang. It's going to be a great time. But I want to do something now that, like I mentioned before, we are going to, we're just going to sit here and chat with you guys tonight.
We're just chilling.
We're just chilling. We've got some questions for you, and I'm sure you've got questions for us. But listen, we're going to play something now called Two Truths and a Lie. And I have a funny story that I haven't told Christian yet, but anybody who's watching, if you're a part of the office staff, you know about this game. So I'll tell it real quick, and then we'll hop into it. But first, a sip of my delicious coffee. Sophisticated. So listen. So my story is so last year for Pastor Appreciation, somebody made Pastor David a bunch of coconut cakes and pies and everything. And the next day, he brought him into the office and said, "Hey, y'all eat some of these things. It's gonna be great." And me, being a man after his own heart, trying to win him over, I guess, I was like, "Oh, Pastor David, I love coconut. No matter if it's the flavoring or little shavings, I love it." And so I ate so much coconut that day. And I let it lie. I let it lie. Didn't say anything else. Pastor left to go back to work. And I told the staff who are sitting there, I said, y'all, I hate coconut. It was just, I can't stand it. It's disgusting. So a few weeks passed, and they kind of make little jokes about it. And we did a staff planning off campus for this year, calendar wise and stuff like that. And we played this game, Two Truths and a Lie, and I figured it was time to tell him. And I said, Pastor, I got something to tell you. And I said, I hate coconut. I can't stand it. The taste, the smell, the texture, the entire thing. And he was just appalled. He was just blown away. And I said, Pastor, I really hope this doesn't mess your view of me, but I want to let you know I was just trying to win some brownie points. And I think at that moment he knew, man, this kid's hilarious. This kid is funny as you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so we're gonna play.
You're a liar.
Oh yeah, well I was trying not to mention that, but anyway, so as the game implies, we've got 2 truths and a lie about ourselves, and we haven't told each other what they were, and so this is going to be like completely. Stuart said I didn't get paid that week. So listen, some things have their consequences, but listen, we haven't told each other what our truths or our lies are. We certainly haven't told you, so we want you to interact with us and see what you know. So Christian, you want to go first?
Sure. Let me get it. I have the live feed pulled up here, so let me get my notes out.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 truths and a lie. I played college ball.
College ball as in just ball in general?
Like college ball, like college football.
Okay, I got you.
I have 7 brothers and sisters total.
Okay.
And I am a huge comic book geek.
So college ball, 7 brothers and sisters, comic book geek.
Yep.
So considering I've met your brother, and I talk with him a lot, I'm gonna that one's out.
Which one? Oh, Chris, you still with us? Okay, so we still live. We got Chris frozen. Had to put the live feed to make sure I'm still with you guys. It wasn't my end. Okay. Comment below if it's is Chris frozen on your guys' screen, or is it me? I think it's Chris. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Did the Rapture take Chris? Yes, I think the Rapture did take Chris. You know, that was like straight up my greatest fear growing up as a kid. Like, oh my goodness, you know, waking up from that nap whenever you're, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old. And, you know, I grew up during the time period that Left Behind was like the biggest selling book ever. Like, the biggest selling book, or at the time at least, you know, like you go in the library and there's like all these Left Behind books stacked up waiting, and you couldn't even check them out because like everybody already checked them out and the movies were going. And so, he's back.
I'm back. I had to restart my internet for a minute. That was crazy.
You're good, man. We thought the Rapture took place. So I was just telling about how growing up, we grew up in that time period that Left Behind was so big. So when you woke up from a nap and you couldn't find your mama, you thought you got left behind.
Or if it was thundering out, if it was like raining and you heard the big old clap of thunder, you know what I'm talking about? And you had to call the person that you knew was saved, that you knew was going to go to heaven. Dude, that's happened a lot. But hey, listen, I'm back. So did you tell them the truth and the lie?
I did not. It's a mystery.
Oh, my guy. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you didn't play ball. So is the truth the comic book geek?
That is correct.
Yeah, I knew it. I know you too well, Christian. I knew from the beginning.
I mean, I could have played college ball probably if I'd stuck with it, but I met a girl and we met in theater class. And so had I never left sports, I would have never met that girl in theater class. So I don't think I regret it that much.
Brandon Morgan said Chris got sent back. Must have been because he lied about coconuts.
Chris, you did not make the cut.
Man. All right, so my turn. Oh wait. I wrote down 3 lies. No, I didn't. We're good. So here we go. I love The Office.
That's a truth. That's a straight up truth right there.
Listen to them all. My favorite candy is chocolate.
Okay.
I can't read my
He
handwriting.
got to read that lie out real quick.
I can't read my. Okay, so I can't read my own handwriting. So let's just go to the next one. Here we go. So yeah, so I love The Office. That's my absolute favorite TV show in the world. I've seen every episode. That and SpongeBob. I've seen every episode like
Yes.
7 times. I am convinced that there is a meme for out of any SpongeBob or The Office reference for anything.
For everything in life.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Here's it is. So I have no pinky toe on my right foot. My parents named me Taylor because it's the family business. Or I love coconut cream pie.
Okay, well,
Call back.
I mean, you ruined that one. So you don't like coconut. So that's the lie.
Okay.
And your two truths is that I guess I didn't know your name was. I didn't know you were named Taylor. So is it Taylor Chris Burns?
It's actually, so that was the one I actually did write down 3 all lies, and they were just funny. And Stuart knew they were all lies, but yeah, my name really is Taylor. I have 4 names. Oh, I did myself in the middle of the mouth. Yeah, I have 4 names, but yeah, my name is Taylor for sure, but it's not because of family business. And I also have all 10 toes.
Hold on. So you wrote nothing but lies.
Yeah.
What game are we playing right now?
I'm sorry.
2 truths and a lie. Not 3 lies and no truths.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I messed up. I'm sorry. Brandon said Chris is a lie. Brandon said Chris is a lie.
Chris Hinman Taylor Burns. Is that your full name, bro?
So Christopher Heinemann. It's a family name. It's German. Taylor Burns. There's really cool stories behind all of them except for Taylor. I think my mom just liked the name Taylor. Huh. So yeah. So let's move on since Chris decided to mess up. So we're going to play something called Would You Rather. Now, the premise of this game is I'm going to give Christian 2 scenarios, and he's going to have to pick between the 2 scenarios. So I have scoured my brain and other people's brains and the internet for the best would you rather questions, and I think I've narrowed it down to a few. So number 1 from my guy Christian: would you rather live in a place where it is always hot or always cold? And go.
Ooh. That's so hard because as a bigger fella, I get hot quick, and I hate being hot. Like I hate that more than anything.
Oh yeah.
And I'll probably tell you any day of the week, like I would just rather be cold. But if it was nothing but cold all the time, that'd be depressing.
Okay.
So I think I would take the hot.
Really? Wow. See, I have the same idea as a bigger fella. I don't like being hot. I hate sweating unless I'm like doing something that like I'm working out or whatever. That's fine. But if I'm just sitting down and sweating because it's 104 degrees outside, that's a little ridiculous. So I'm going to go with always cold because, as somebody very wise once told me, you can always put more clothes on, but you can only take so many clothes off. You know what I mean, Bean?
True. That's
so
true,
man.
I
like being cold. So, next one. Would you rather know everything or be amazing at any activity you tried? Would you rather know everything in the world or anything you do be amazing at?
I think I would rather anything that I do be amazing at.
Why is that?
It's the experience.
I get that.
I mean, once you know everything, I mean, you know it. That's the end of it, I guess, but like everything that I tried at, of course I'd be good at it. I'd be amazing at it, but I mean, it'd still be fun. It'd be cool to be amazing at rock climbing or just randomly water skiing or, things like that. Like, I love that.
Yeah, I get that. I'm kind of the same thing. I would
You ever play
rather
tennis? Tennis is
tennis.
hard.
Tennis is hard.
Yeah, tennis is hard. Would like to be good at tennis or golf.
Have you ever ran? Bro, running is hard. Are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. This one's kind of dumb, but I just thought it was funny. Would you rather, and I know the answer, but would you rather keep your fingers and toes for what they are or swap them? So you would have toes for fingers and fingers for toes. You get it? Would you rather
get
have
it?
Would you rather have fingers for fingers and toes for toes?
Yeah.
or
Where's the benefit? I don't.
oh, there is none. I just thought it was funny. It somebody mentioned it. And I was like, dude, that is hilarious.
All right, I got one for you.
Let's go. Hit me with it.
All right. Would you rather wear clown shoes every day or wear a clown wig every day?
So clown shoes or clown wig?
Clown wig or clown
That one's
shoes every day?
hard, dude. I don't get it. I think I'm gonna go shoes because I'm a person. I care about my appearance, and if I had a wig, if it's like rainbow colored or like hot pink or like people are gonna be judging me, but I don't look at people's feet very often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the first. Like if I look straight ahead, that's the first thing I see.
You will if it's clown shoes, though.
I mean, if you've got a size 27-foot clown shoe coming out of your feet,
Big old slippers flop around everywhere you go.
big old slipper fella is what you are. Okay. I think this is the last one. Then we can move on to the next one, which is probably my favorite one.
All right.
Well, somebody's car alarm's going off in my apartment. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just had it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Would you rather eat your favorite meal for every meal for the rest of your life or never be able to eat your favorite meal again? This one's difficult for me because I like food.
Yeah, I do too. I think I would rather not be able to eat my favorite meal ever again.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of meals I do like and a lot of food I do like.
Yeah.
The same meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of my life, that's not very appealing.
Yeah. What is your
So-
favorite meal, by the way?
Man,
It doesn't have
I
to
don't
be,
know.
it doesn't have to be a specific thing. It could be like a general meal that you always eat together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like so many types of food.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to make a decision. Now, if I had to make a distinction, as like what I eat the most is probably sushi. But like one of my favorite meals to have that I don't have often, but I could definitely put it up there for me is eggplant parmesan. So
Eggplant parmesan. I
it's super odd, but I love it. I do.
genuinely say I've never had eggplant parmesan before in my entire life.
Oh man, Sunday after church, we need to go to Roma's. They have the best. It's so
Let's
good.
Go. I've never had Roma's either, so I'm all for
See, I'm
it.
hungry now. Now I'm hungry.
We've got some comments. So Stuart says, can't go to the gym and run in clown shoes. That is true. Stuart, you should know that's a joke on you. I don't go to the gym and run anyway. Just kidding. I run a lot in the gym. Brandon Walker has been kicking my tail. Mr. Jeff said, what is a car doing in your apartment? Because he heard the car alarm, I guess. There is no car in my apartment. That'd be crazy because I live on the second floor. Stuart says that his favorite meal is Japanese. I can agree with that, and I think Christian can agree with what I'm about to say. Whenever I go to a hibachi restaurant, it is like all of my maturity or the lack thereof just disappears because I become a 4-year-old, and the fire and the little onion volcano and the entire thing is just so hibachi is my favorite thing to eat in the world. I don't know why. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, and you get a lot of food, so I mean, it's a win-win.
Bro, I don't understand. You get so much food. I don't get it. All right, so we're gonna move on to our last segment. This one's called $1 Million But. So the premise is I've got a scenario for Christian and for you guys, and you get $1 million, but this happens. So I've got two scenarios, and all you have to say is, yeah, I'd take it because of this, or no, I wouldn't take it because of this, and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. So Christian, you get $1 million, which is a lot of money, I might add. You've got a wedding coming up, so that could help. I'm not saying I'm giving you $1 million, but anyway, so you get $1 million, but for the rest of your life, you have an evil twin. But it's not the evil twin that will do like harm to you. He does the annoying things, like if you're a toilet paper over kind of person, he will change it to toilet paper under. Or if you're walking on the road, he will throw a banana peel and make you trip and fall. You know what I mean?
Yes. See, it's the inconveniences of life that make me the most aggravated. Like the big things, like you just take those with a grain of salt because like it just had happened and you have to deal with it. But it's like it's the little things that you should be able to control, and those drive me bonkers.
Yeah.
So is it $1 million a day or just a one-time $1 million?
No, it's a one-time. You get one lump like check or cash, and you're like, but you got to deal with this evil twin every day.
Can I be friends with my evil twin? Do we get along? Do we see each other?
I mean, yeah, you definitely like he makes himself known, but I mean, let's picture this. Let's picture that your evil twin will look like you, act like you, but has no facial hair and is shorter than you. But so like they look like you, so it's kind of creepy.
So he's evil because he's uglier.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right.
Just trying to figure it out, just trying to figure out how this guy is,
He's evil because he's uglier and he has that ulterior motive that I've really got to annoy Christian as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get him saved?
I mean, I guess, but now we're thinking way too far into it.
No. This is all things to consider.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, you can get him saved, but his like sole purpose in life, I mean, it's not like a Saul to Paul type story. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. Yeah, yes, you can get him saved.
Okay, so if I can get him saved, then at some point those things have to stop.
I mean, is it a sin though to turn the toilet paper on the other side or throw a banana in the floor while you fall?
If your objective in life is to make somebody else miserable, then yeah, that's sin.
I mean, that's
sin. Yeah,
that was a dumb question. I knew that. That was a stupid question. You're right. Oh, I said a bad word. I'm sorry,
Stuart. Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to get the money, but I need to find out all the facts. If this man is part of the elect, if he can come to salvation, then we're good. I'll take the money.
That's a good point. Yeah, he can be saved for sure.
And then I'll have a twin that's my friend. That's a win-win. I'll take
a twin that is much shorter, has no facial hair, and is uglier than you. But yeah.
That's even better. Then no one will think he's more attractive than I, but we can still be best friends. So,
hey, you figured out a loophole. Okay. So right now you've got $1 million. I got you. All right. I would take it. I mean, even if it didn't get him saved. I mean, it's the little things in life that annoy me, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
What would you spend your $1 million on?
What would I spend it on?
You better tithe it first.
Oh, bro, tithe it all day long.
Don't lie.
No, I
Mr.
would.
Coconut.
No, I would. I would tithe on it. Number one. Number two, I'd probably I'd buy a house because I don't like living in an apartment. It's not my.
I'm with that.
I'd buy a house. I'd probably buy a nice car. Not like a expensive car, but a decent car. Everybody, Brandon Walker says that you would lock him in the closet. Brandon Morgan says, "Isn't his name Will?" Which, for those of you who don't know, is Christian's brother, Will. Which he's probably not watching, so that's cool. But
definitely not my evil twin.
But no.
It's not my. Yeah, I mean,
No.
if you've seen Will, you know that he's literally like the perfect human male. He's built like a statue from the Greek era. You know, like he's got that kind of physique. He plays sports. Like he loves God. Like and he looks like a
Well,
model. I'm basically like the butt half. You know what I mean? He's a great guy. Though. Love him. Love him to death.
that was funny. That was really funny. What would you spend your $1 million on?
Well, probably the incredible amount of student debt that Sarah and I have.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, all my student debt. That'd be nice.
Yeah, Mr. Jeff. You could buy an over-only toilet paper holder. That honestly, I would buy that. 100%, I would buy that. People who go under are
Psychopath.
probably going to hell. I don't want to assume,
Bro,
but if I was a betting man, they're probably going to hell. Just being honest.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to go under. So okay, so you're gonna pay off your student debt. You're going to
Yep.
What?
I mean, I'm a tithe 100% man of God. Going to give him his money. I'm going to pay off our student debt, and then probably pay off any debt that we have, vehicle loans, get a home, pay that off. I mean, and just be living free. You know what I mean? Keep working. You got to keep grinding.
Keep grinding.
Maybe even plant a church. I don't know.
Oh, what a great idea!
New elevation. I don't know.
I like it. Okay. Second $1 million butt question. This one's funny to me.
Dang, Mr. Jeff.
Oh, Mr.
A
Jeff.
savage.
Christian
Golly.
is the before picture of Will with a little winky face. Wow. I've never seen this side of Mr. Jeff Watson.
Just gonna hold it all together while I'm on camera here, but
I understand. Brandon said we're having to install a third door at the church just so Will can walk through.
Mr.
When we say that Will is jacked, my man's got legs for arms. He's just yoked. I would not want to pick a fight with Will Young. Not at all.
You should have seen that man play high school football.
Yeah.
It was unfair. It's like watching a grown man play pee-wee football.
Yeah.
I mean, like kids would just hit him and they would fall over. Like it was just you almost felt bad.
It's like watching Kevin Nunn play Fortnite. He's just so good. Everybody's just so bad, and he's just cranking 90s and kicking butt and taking names. You know what I mean?
All right, Kevin. I hear you're pretty good, man. We got to see it.
All right. So this is the last $1 million. But so Christian Young, you get $1 million, which would bring your total up to $2 million. I might add, if you decide to take it, which is a lot. You thought $1 million was a lot of money. $2 million is so much money, but you have. Every day of your life, you have either Snapchat or Instagram filters over your eyes. Now, some days they may not be that bad, but like you may get one of those cool hipster filters where it's just like a little vignette around it and it's like little, you know what I mean? So you live that day with a vignette. But also though, you could also walk around and people would have like the puppy dog filters and all that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely some pros and cons to it.
I'm going to say no. I wouldn't take the money. Every day of my life to have a filter over my eyes, like
yeah,
no sure.
You wake up. Okay. So listen, you wake up, you rub your eyes, you do a couple blinks, and then like there's your filter.
Like I don't know if you've ever seen, but like they had a Shrek filter at one point. Like
what? Oh, Shrek, yeah.
Yeah, like if I woke up and saw people with Shrek on them, like
get out me swamp.
Yeah, no, that's not for me. I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. I just thought. Oh my gosh, what? I just thought of this one. What if? So you get $1 million, but people see you in a Snapchat filter. So like nothing about your physical appearance changes, but when people see you, you've got a puppy dog face, or you've got like a random Viking hat on, or you know what I mean. That's also got. Go ahead.
Am I that way in pictures though? Like if someone takes a picture of me, is there a filter on the picture?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Anything that it's
Hmm.
basically like your life is a Snapchat filter. But like I said, some days it could be good, some days it can be bad. You could be a Shrek, or you could be a dog, or you could be a bear or a cactus, or
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna pass as well. That sounds awful. Sounds terrifying. It really does.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so I've got we see a couple people commenting. Looks like Grayson and Jessica and Stuart are having a nice little duel over words. So Grayson says, Stuart says, Grayson, I could beat you with my eyes closed playing with my feet. Y'all, Stuart's got some rank looking toes though. I'm talking like monkey toes. Like he could
Hey, Chris, get after him, bro.
probably do it. Yo, he could pick up like a baseball bat with his big toe. You know what I'm saying? Like he could probably do it, Grayson. You underestimate my man. you underestimate my man. But yeah, Brandon Morgan speaks some truth. He says Chris loves hibachi and beignets. For those of you who don't know what a beignet is a photography term and a videography term that either creates a black circle around the picture or a white circle depending on your thing, and you can either make it anyway. But yeah, I love hibachi and beignets. So anyway, so we hope you've had fun tonight. We've got Pastor Christian's going to give us one thing before we get serious. Stuart says it's okay. Chris has dentures that no one knows about. I can take them out right now if you want me to. No, I don't have dentures. Are you kidding me?
If you pulled dentures out of your mouth, I would lose my mind.
Listen, we talk about truths and lies. That was his lie right there. But anyway, so listen, we're gonna we're almost done here. But Pastor Christian got a nice little devo for us, and we always have to bring it back home as far as church and the Bible and Christ, and we hope you've had fun tonight. I know, just sitting here commenting and talking with people, I've had fun. I've laughed a lot tonight. So, Pastor Christian, what you got for us?
I've got something small, relatively small, just something that. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Thought I disappeared on your gas. Something relatively small, but something I've been reading the book here, the Vision. This is written by Rick Joyner. He was he's still kicking, he's still alive, but he's the founder of Morning Star Ministries, or at least one of the founders. And I don't know too much about his personal life, but I know he was a big prophet in the 90s, and my TV's going blue here. Turn that off. Anyways, I'm reading his book. He had in the 90s or early 2000s, he had a series of visions that God had given him, and he compiled them into a book. He wrote them into a journal article, and then finally just took all those articles and compiled them into one book. And so I've been just reading through it, and it's super interesting. And he dialogues a lot with wisdom. Wisdom is a person that he's physically able to speak with in his visions, and of course, wisdom you find out is Jesus, which is not too surprising. But something that he notices is he has these visions kind of off and on, without getting too wacky. You know that he had these visions off and on, and he had a kind of an intermittent period where he didn't have visions. And he had seen so much in his visions, like so many parts of heaven and so many parts, like such glory, that he found himself trying to keep that. He was trying to live off that experience, and had slowly fallen into a depression, and was very, just in a dark state of mind, and just really felt like he was away. And he finally cried out in prayer to God. And he states in his book that when he did that, he immediately was, called up again into another vision. Where he was standing before wisdom and was able to dialogue a little bit with wisdom, and wisdom, he starts to ask him questions, and he's asking him, where did I go off track? Where did I fall? How did I see all the things that you have just shown me in those visions, and learned all the things that you've shown me and taught me, and then fallen this quickly? Already have slipped into depression. I already have quit seeking your face. Already done these things. And wisdom just looks at him and says, you took your eyes off me. And he just kind of looks at him for a minute, and he was like, "Well, yeah, of course, you know." And then wisdom speaks again. He's like, "I know it seems so simple." He's like, "But that's really all it takes." And he shows him like a super narrow path that he was walking on, and on that path is super deep ditches that can go as far as you could see. I mean, just right off. I mean, just immediately drop off point. You're sliding down into these ditches, and you're not able to get back up because they're so steep. You can't get back up by yourself. You would not be able to climb it back up. And so he basically just tells him that the moment you take your eyes off of him, you begin slipping down that steep slope, and you get to a point where you can't pull yourself back up. You're stuck in the trenches, and you can't climb up because there's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing to sink your feet into and really try to climb. And so as I was reading that, of course, that's so foundational, and that's something that I immediately started finding in Scripture, because anything that people, they talk about their visions, you want to paint it against the Word of God. You don't want to take it as just the Word, but say, hey, this aligns with Scripture, so we can believe that this is maybe a true experience for this person. And I immediately I thought of the verse in Matthew 7, and I'll read it to you. It's verses 13 and 14. Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few. Now, we've always kind of heard that growing up. If you spend any amount of time in church, you probably have heard that the gate is narrow, few find it, and that's absolutely true. But something that I immediately thought of as well was, Peter out on the stormy waters with Jesus. Jesus is walking on the water, and Peter's like, "Hey, I can do that too." So Peter's looking at Jesus. He's not looking for Jesus; he's looking at him, and that's a big distinction to make. And he's not looking around to see what's going on with him. In that moment, he looks at Jesus and he has faith, and he decides to walk out on that water, and he does. He starts walking, and then the moment that he realizes where he is and who he is, I believe that he starts reflecting on himself about who he is and how is he able to do the things that he's doing. And he quits looking at Jesus, and he starts reflecting on himself and reflecting on the situations around him. And of course, he starts sinking. And we've all kind of heard that Bible study taught, but I believe it was the moment that he took his eyes off Jesus was the moment he started to sink. That's the same moment that Jesus is talking about in Matthew 7, where it's a narrow gate, and the moment you quit looking at him is the moment you start slipping off into those deep ditches, and where you can't pull yourself out, and you get to a point where nothing can pull you out, and the only thing is God's grace, His saving power to pull you up out of those ditches, put you back on the straight path. But you've got to keep your eye on Him. And I thought, as simple as that is, as foundational as that is, that's something that we constantly have to keep practicing. I can't tell you how many times. I mean, you have to wake up every day purposely deciding in your heart that you're going to keep looking at Him. And what's very hard to do is to look at Jesus when you have sin in your life, or when you start seeing how untalented you are, or how just dirty you are compared to how glorious He is, or how unworthy you are for where He's brought you to, and you start finding yourself reflecting on you, which will never be good enough. And it's almost a form of a false humility or false pride, it's like a form of pride, but like a false humility, where you're looking at yourself and you're saying you're not good enough, you couldn't do these things, how are you even here, all this good stuff, and you quit looking at Him. And the moment you quit looking at Him is the moment that you start falling down those ditches, And so this is super short, and it's super foundational. It's not any great revelation. But I want to encourage you to keep your eyes on Him. Keep walking, as Paul says, to walk in the Spirit. He wants us to walk in the Spirit. That's what we're doing when we're walking in the Spirit. Is we're keeping our eyes on the way, on the truth, and on the life. Yeah. If we'll keep our eyes focused and looking straight and looking to Him and not for Him, and not looking around to see where He is, but looking to Him at all points in times, and never taking time to reflect on ourselves, of who we are, but focusing on Him, then we'll end up where we need to end up. We won't find ourselves falling in those ditches so often. Every so often, we may start to lose our footing, but that's why His Word is like a sword. We use it to latch ourselves in, for when because the higher you go, the more narrow it is, and the closer you get to God, the more is required.
Yeah.
The more entrusted, the more is required. So things start to get slippery and steep, and so we can use His Word to plant ourselves on that narrow ground and continue to seek His face and look to Him. And so I
Yeah.
just want to encourage us to do that tonight and to think about that throughout the week of how we can intentionally plant ourselves in the Word of truth and focus on Him and the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. That's it right there.
Hey, it's a good book, man.
What's it called again?
It's called The Vision. It's actually two books compiled into one.
Yeah.
He deals a lot with the church. A lot of it's correction for the church that wisdom is giving to him in his visions. But it's great stuff, and everything that I've read is 100% lined up with what the Word teaches, and it's been a beneficial book as far as with my walk. But of course, nothing replaces getting in the Word and really planting yourself in the truth.
Nothing replaces the Word. I get that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, OPC students and people joining, I want to thank you on behalf of Pastor Stewart and Pastor Christian. I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. I know tonight was a little different than what we've done in the past, but I had fun sitting here talking with you guys, and I think Christian did as well, right?
I think I did.
Oh, yeah.
I think I had a good time.
We talked about everything about, Fortnite to $1 million to a whole bunch of stuff to the gospel. But listen,
Yeah.
I want to reiterate some announcements. November 4th, we are going back to midweek on-campus services for youth. We've got a big community service that's going to happen, and it's going to be a great night. We've got Joel Talley's going to be here. You're not going to want to miss it. If you need a ride, comment down below, and we can have somebody come pick you up. It's going to be a fun night. The first, which is the Sunday before, I think, Sunday or Monday, whatever day that is, we've got a bonfire at Brother Bill and Sister Terry's house, or as Christian said last Sunday, Till and Barry's house. Right, he said that right in front of me. It was hilarious. But yeah, we've got a big bonfire out there. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time. And then next Wednesday is the Seaward Farms Family Fun Night. Go to opcmobile.org/fun to register. You can register, you can pay there. It's gonna be a great time. $5 per person. But most importantly, we're gonna push these things out on social media to let you know when and where and what time and all the details that you need to know, so that you can't miss anything that's happening here at OPC Students. Now, last thing, I want you to know that, like I said, on behalf of Pastor Stewart and Pastor Christian and Pastor David, that we love you guys so much. We pray for you guys on the daily. You are constantly in our hearts as far as, what you go through, and just, we may not understand the specifics. We understand, that students go through things. And Sarah, I'm trying to be serious here, and you are making fun of me. So bye. Anyway, we love you guys. We know it's a school night and you got to go to school tomorrow, which sucks for you because I don't. And I don't, neither does Christian, but we have to go to work because we are full-time adults now. Isn't that crazy? I don't know who let me be an adult, but here I am being an adult. So listen, I'm going to pray, and then we're going to hop off, and y'all have a great night. So, dear Heavenly Father, God, I thank you for tonight. God, I thank you for the community and the fellowship, God, that you've allowed us to have. And even though we weren't super serious the entire night, God, that you were still here, God, you were still present. And God, I thank you for that. And I thank you for all you're going to do in our lives, God. And I hope that, God, I ask that you would just, as these students go back to school tomorrow and do their normal lives, God, that you would just be with them wherever they go, God, that your presence, God, would surround them, God, and be so thick that people are like, oh, there's something different about this student. What's different, God? I ask that you just get all the praise and all the glory, God, in your name I ask these things. Amen. And listen, we are signing off. Go have fun. Listen, make sure to like and share the video, comment again, watch it back, have fun with us. We'll see you Sunday for church. We'll see you guys at 8:30 to 10:30.
Be there.
Sunday school at 9:45. You know the deal. We'll see you guys Sunday.